People Station V103 ATL's number one for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee. Jazzy!
Yes.
Baddies are around. The man responsible for the baddies are around. Lemuel Plummer is in the house, CEO, founder of Zeus Network. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
What's
Lemmy,
happening?
how are
guys
you?
doing? I'm good. How are you guys?
Can we call you Lemmy?
You can call me Lemmy.
Okay,
That's
good.
perfect.
Okay, good.
Lemmy
okay, good.
is in the house.
Right. No.
Where do all the other names come from?
You know, man, I don't know. These folks are, always coming up with some unique name for me. I've heard them all. Lemon. You just said it a second ago. I'm not saying it. But,
Okay.
but they said
won't
lemon
say it.
pepper. I don't care. I don't know what that means, but Lemmy.
I'll say
Lemuel.
we'll say Lemmy. I'll say
There you
Lemmy.
go.
That's cool.
That's perfect.
Okay,
That's
good.
perfect.
Are you a believer or a fan in if it doesn't matter what they're saying, as long as they're talking about you?
Yeah, to some degree.
Yeah?
To some degree, yeah.
They talk about you a lot.
We talk about these shows too. Like,
Yeah.
man.
We're very loud. We're very provocative.
Mm.
I understand some of our content may be conflict driven to some degree, and some may say salacious, but we've tried to be as loud and authentic as possible, and raw and real and uncensored and unfiltered. That's kind of our brand and what we're about. But we have a lot of different shows. I think some of the louder shows are the ones that may feel a little bit more, provocative. So, toxic is a little strong. But
So answer the criticism. They ain't got nothing positive happening over there at Zeus Network.
right. No, we have a lot going on. We actually premiered a docu-series called Smile LA, which did very well for us.
Okay.
Okay,
Kind of smile makeover type of show. We have the Impact Awards, which is executive produced by Jason Lee and Hollywood Unlocked. So we have a partnership there, which is we're honoring a ton of artists. Sorry, am I okay?
Yes.
Okay, where we honor a bunch of artists, and that show does well for us as well. But yeah, I mean we have movies. We've licensed and partnered on and acquired some films. Magazine Dreams is a big one for us.
That's what Jonathan Majors, right?
Jonathan
Yep.
Major. So we have a diverse
Okay.
lineup of content. I think
like it.
Are you guys subscribers?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
But
There you go.
yeah, I am.
She's trying to say she watched without saying she watches.
No, because I find it like interesting because I'm like, they go at it like the first thing. So the guys in the house, right?
Bad Boys.
The bad boys.
Yeah.
I looked at the show. I said, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Right.
So how do you guys keep them from continually going at it? Like I've seen some shows to where sometimes you just let them go at it.
Yeah. I don't think we ever just let them go. I mean, there's verbal and physical altercations that
Lemmy.
happen. We don't encourage it. We don't say, hey, you guys have to fight. It's just,
No, right. It happens that way.
It happens and we break it up. We have a great, security team, and they get right in there, and they break up the altercations.
After somebody done.
They do. So
I was like, whoa, like what in the world?
right. No,
But-
it's crazy. It's a little crazy, but these are, when you put a bunch of different personalities in a room in a house together or on a show, it sparks a lot of noise. And it becomes it's a lot,
It's good entertainment because a lot of people do subscribe to the Zeus Network,
Yeah.
and of course it is always the talk of the blog sites, and you see clips everywhere. A lot of shows that you say you do have on Zeus Network. Well, how do you decipher which shows get picked on the Zeus Network? Because I know a lot of people are trying to come to you and submit content for Zeus, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're a subscription video on demand platform, so. Traditional media and television is the landscape has changed significantly. So, viewership is down significantly. People don't really, I don't want to say they don't appreciate, but they're not really, as excited about, appointment TV. And so folks like to watch content at their convenience,
Right.
choice, and control. So, if you can offer that, I think you can potentially gain, quite a bit of subscribers and viewers, and so that's what we've been able to do. And so that helps us determine what projects are working, what projects folks are engaged in. I mean, we have billions of impressions on social media platforms, probably tens of billions at this point. We have millions of subscribers, active subscribers. We've outperformed pretty much all the traditional networks, BET, VH1, MTV.
That's amazing.
In viewership and subscribers. So, it's a big deal. Folks just have an appetite to watch raw, real, authentic television.
It's entertaining.
And folks and content that they can relate to. You know what I mean? People, look, I get it. Some of the loud moments maybe go viral, but I think people fall in love with the different characters and personalities, their stories. There's obviously some levity in the shows. There's heart. There's drama, of course, but I think we there's a lot of different elements and components to these shows that aren't just about the conflict and certain altercations that happen.
Lemuel Plummer is our guest this morning, CEO and founder of the Zeus Network. So I think we'd agree that the desire for content hasn't gone away, just the way that we consume it is different. And you've kind of leading the forefront in how that content is being distributed. For you, how old are you? Do you say that?
He don't say it. Look, he's like, I don't say that. I don't tell people.
I'm in my 30s.
Okay. A man in his 30s, in charge of such a big brand, a big network. How do you get to this point? Black content in particularly, or, content for us, not necessarily always uplifted, not always celebrated, not always paid for properly. How did we get here, and how do we stay here?
Yeah, it has been a journey. It has been, we've evolved as a network. When we've learned a lot about what our consumers want to watch, and we've experimented with a lot of different shows, and so that's part of it. I mean, I think for us, it's a very accelerated process. You know what I mean? We're constantly putting out content, almost and shooting content almost every month, and so we're able to kind of within our turnaround time is crazy. So with traditional networks, you got a lot more time to, with production and pre-production, production, post-production, and the actual release of the content. But for us, it's like we're overlapping post and production, and even almost we're still in production sometimes while we release the content.
Wow.
So it's accelerated. So our consumers, like I said, are kind of telling us. You know what I mean? You gotta listen to your audience. They tell you literally what they want to see.
Right. Exactly.
And so we're feeding them content that they want to see, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's it is what it is, and I think that folks are looking to Zeus to see where we end up pivoting and how we continue to evolve, which we're doing. We're, like I said, we're investing in films at this point. We have multiple movies on the platform. We have award shows.
I know. I saw the Impact Awards. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so we're diversifying our content, and we're also giving them shows that they want to see as well, that are hit shows. So it's a range of different types of content. So I think we have a bright future. I think we're in it for the long haul. I think the brand is there. I think there's a lot of awareness, and we've changed a lot of lives. We've employed thousands of people at this point.
Amen.
We're and folks that look like us. So
I love it.
And we're telling our stories. And it's owned by us. We're giving equity in the shows to some of our content partners. And all that stuff was important to me. In traditional media, you don't really see that. They're not getting paid a certain way. I feel like folks are, especially talent, they're very undervalued when it comes to compensation, when it comes to certain things. And so we've kind of have done the complete opposite of what traditional companies and networks have done with Zeus. And that's, like I said, it's constantly providing jobs, giving them real value with their projects and paying them very high premium rates while also producing high quality content.
Now, what you're saying is you pay your talent over there.
Oh, yeah.
You give them the bag. That's all I heard.
100%. 100%. That not only are they getting paid through Zeus, but, we've opened up a door where now they're, generating income in other areas, in other ways. So it's a beautiful thing to see and watch and to.
Lemuel is our guest this morning on the Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee. All right, so kudos to you on the business side of things.
Oh, thank you.
Speak to some of these rumors that you have lots of entanglements.
Entanglements.
Lots of entanglements with people who might work for you or be on some of your shows.
Again, a lot of that stuff are rumors.
Not all. You said a lot.
I've had a public.
I'm asking.
I've had a public relationship with Janisha. She was, we were together for 7 years, and that was a public relationship. She worked for me. She still works for Zeus. And then other, that we're not together anymore. But, there's and we're great friends, and we have a great relationship. But yeah, I think that I do like to keep my personal life private. You know what I mean? But I'm sure folks have seen, who I've posted and,
I didn't see it.
Oh, maybe not. Okay, well maybe everybody has. Who you post?
Who did you post? Do I have to go back and look? Wait a minute, because that wasn't on the sheet.
Well, I haven't. I would say that. No. I would say that again. We live. I've been single for some time now.
Okay, stay that.
And I think it's okay to date.
It is okay, absolutely.
And I think when you find you find certain relationships that you are you're happy about and you're excited about, you continue to pursue that, and that's what I'm doing with
who. You say you do it with?
Well, you guys will find when I'm ready to publicize who I'm officially, dating. But no, look, I know folks have mentioned Scotty. Scotty's great. She's a beautiful woman, and we have a great relationship, and I look forward to continuing to develop that relationship.
Okay.
So.
Nice. Oh,
very nicely put.
I know it was. Yeah.
Very
I
nicely
like
put. Very
that,
nicely
for
put.
sure.
So.
All right. So along this journey of yours, I've become to know of you as the man who started this network, and the man who may be outside in the middle of an argument at any particular time. How are things between you and Mr. Ray J these days?
Ray J is my guy. He's hilarious. I think Ray is. I don't know what happened during that time. It was very random, very unexpected.
From him,
oh, for sure. That whole day, I thought he was joking until he wasn't. And I'm like, all right, I gotta, I gotta prepare. So, but no, he's great. Look, Ray and I, we've had a very long-term friendship. We've known each other for over a decade, and I know his family very well. He's great. We're working it out. We're figuring it out.
Okay, I like to hear that.
Grown man business.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Lemuel is our guest this morning on V103 Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee. So what's next, bro?
What's next? We're gonna keep growing the network. We have some really big announcements. As it pertains to Zeus, I'm really excited about. The value of Zeus, and we'll be announcing that very soon because we've hit a historic milestone within the company, and I think it's exciting to share that news very soon. And more shows. We have a new show called Love Cabin that we're shooting.
That sounds.
No, what is that? Oh God.
Lord.
It's
what is that about?
People have seen Love Island, they've seen Temptation
I kinda
Island,
think of that.
but we have a show called Love Cabin, and
I can imagine what is going to be
my
going
God.
on in
we're
that
going to be
cabin.
dropping the host and the narrator very soon.
Okay.
We're going to be announcing who's going to be doing that, which I
For
think
sure.
folks will be surprised about. We're gearing up for another season of Baddies, which I'm really excited about where we're going there.
Good.
We have some more films coming out this year. I'm sorry. Oh,
The
I forgot.
song.
Oh gosh, I forgot about
Gotta
that.
talk about the song.
This is the bounce back. No, I'm just kidding. No. I do have another song. I have a song, my first song, coming out with Natalie Nunn.
Oh, girl, I like
Called
that.
Batty Bad. We just released
Okay.
it, so
Right.
they got me rapping now. So
Oh, you rapping? I thought you were
I'm
gonna
not-
like do a little R&B.
no,
You know what I'm
no.
saying? And then like Natalie would probably do the rapping.
nah, Natalie. No,
nice.
me and Natalie are rapping on the song.
Nice,
It's called Batty
all
Bad. We just dropped it 2 days ago.
So you mentioned the valuation of the network. Is that the goal? Run it up and sell it, or is it run it up and hold it?
I don't. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it's like right now we're valued.
Mm-hmm.
I almost. Can I say it, Vaughn? I don't know.
Can he say it?
We're definitely valued at over $1 billion at this point.
Nice.
but what?
So
He said
but
with
what?
a B.
A
Yeah.
billion? Really?
Yeah, so I haven't really
Nice.
disclosed that formally and publicly, but yeah, we will be talking about that. We have some real,
The network, some big networks been coming at you.
yeah, we've had folks in the past that have approached us to acquire the network or partner, but I've never really, I don't know. It's something. It has to be right. You know what I mean? But I'm not really.
You know, sometimes when you sell the brand, it ain't. It's
changes.
not for
Everybody's
us
still
anymore.
mad at BET.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're right.
That
That's
part,
the
because I'm like, sometimes it changes, and it's not for us anymore. Like the totality of the brand, sometimes it switches over. But of course, we can't tell you what to do about your brand, but you got something good going on,
Yeah.
especially if the valuation is at $1 billion. Why would you do anything
Yeah.
else for?
Yeah,
How
that's
big could they?
Because he
Yeah,
said
it's like,
he said the word with the B, $1 billion. That sounds like
man.
something. That's
Right.
generational.
Yeah.
That's not just changing my life. That's changing my grandkids' life.
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but make sure you own
Just
a
a little
big
bit.
percentage of it. Because again, like I said, it just changes, and sometimes the brand it just isn't the same anymore.
Yeah.
once
No,
it
that's
changes
real.
over.
That's real. That's the concern is making sure the brand is
Yeah.
still the brand and we own it and But
Yep.
yeah, like you said, BET's changed a lot. It's been a lot of companies change when they sell. So I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know if I want to sell it. I mean, no time soon. I mean, we're growing
Okay,
and we're
good.
scaling and
Okay.
so I don't think it's really a need for that right now.
Right.
So
Good.
but maybe in the future we'll see.
Amen. Lemuel Plummer, CEO, founder of the Zeus Network. When is Love Cabin coming out?
We're looking at potentially sometime in fourth quarter.
Okay.
Fourth quarter we're
Nice.
looking
Love
at.
Cabin on the way. You already know the baddies and Celine's Cabaret.
Yeah, Jocelyn's Cabaret is out, and
I love
Jocelyn's
Jocelyn.
California.
It is a
Cabaret,
mess.
California.
I
love
love
it.
her.
I
I love
love
her
it.
though.
Love it.
I
It is a-
I love
It's a
Jocelyn.
great mess to be a part of. Please believe it. Again, kudos and salute to you.
Thank you, man.
People may not recognize what you built or how hard it was to build it.
Yes.
They see the ratchet tree, they see the whatever they want to call it,
Yeah.
and it's hard to understand what has happened and had to happen in order for you to be in the position you are. So I want to give you your roses and your flowers right now.
Thank you.
Keep doing your thing, bruh.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Tell them how to follow you and everything, all things Zeus Network.
Yeah, please follow me at Lemuel Plummer on Instagram, the Zeus Network. Please follow me. Please subscribe to the network. If you aren't a subscriber, check us out. But thank you guys, man, and congrats to
Thank you.
everything you're doing, man. You're
Absolutely.
a legend, an icon, and
Thank
you
you,
guys
sir.
are doing some incredible things. So I appreciate you having me on your program. Thank you. man.
Absolutely. And a what up, though, to you.
Yes. All right, let's go.
Lemuel's in the building. Y'all don't go too far. More Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee right after this on V103.